Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are brand new here. Today I am sharing a collection of my all-time favorite top 5 DIY Halloween decor projects. So I have done my fair share of DIY Halloween decorations, with these being my top 5. That means I think they were worth my time, my money, my effort. I am green lighting them to you. First Halloween DIY project that I'm going to talk about is my stacked pumpkin topiary. I think I made this 2 years ago, and I do have a dedicated video for this here on my channel, so if you do want to replicate this, I will have this video linked down below with all of the instructions. But this has definitely been one of my favorite projects. I was inspired by the Mackenzie Childs style of pumpkins and Halloween decor, which obviously is very expensive. So I decided to kind of make my own version. Basically, I just stacked a bunch of faux pumpkins on top of each other after painting different patterns and designs on them. And I did end up painting a jack-o'-lantern face on the big pumpkin at the bottom, but this obviously could be stylized to any decor preference. You could just make it fall themed, harvest themed, or you could go all out spooky. And I love that there's so many different applications. You can use this inside. I put it on my entryway table right here, and I also have used it outside, and I just plopped it inside of an urn with some faux fall maple leaves, and it looked great. Like I said, I think I did this 2 years ago. It's held up well. Next, I am sharing what is probably my favorite project because it is so cheap, easy, and super effective. So I got these little plastic skulls from the Dollar Tree. I've got some tiny little screw hooks here, some fishing line, and cheesecloth. And all I did was put one of the little screw eyes in the top of the skull, cut some of my cheesecloth, which I think I just picked up at the Home Depot, placed it on top of the skull, added some fishing line. Here is what these turned out like. I think I made like 4 or 5 of these a few years ago, and they look so good. Like, I cannot recommend this project enough because they actually look creepy and they like blew in the wind. Yeah, so I love these. I love these skull ghosts. I think they're spooky. They're so easy. They're cheap. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend you make some spooky ghosts. And then next, I got these 2 tarot card hanging banners off of Amazon. They were dirt cheap. I think like $7 for the pair of them, which means obviously the quality isn't going to be great. So I decided to give them a little bit of an upgrade. The tassels on them were not very cute, pretty cheap. And so I just decided to add some of this striped black and white ribbon down the sides, as well as some of this black tassel trim. Both of these just came from Joann Fabrics or one of my local craft stores. Just adding these 2 upgrades, I feel like just totally transformed these. I actually have these hanging out on my screened-in porch, and I keep them up all year. But I do think these are a great option for anyone who just wants more of a subtle or neutral spooky touch. If these tapestries are still available, I will link them down below. The next project I'm going to discuss is also another one that I have not specifically shared here on my channel. This is one that Sam and I did last year, and these are some faux insulation foam gravestones. We watched a tutorial on YouTube about how to make these. I'm going to link that original video down below in my description box, but I am considering making a video of this process myself this year because I know Sam and I want to make a few more this year, and basically we plan to make a couple more of these every single year and eventually just have a massive graveyard in our yard for Halloween. I love these so much more than any faux styrofoam tombstones you're gonna find. These are just made out of insulation foam, and you use a hot knife, some paint, and a heat gun. and I think some cement as well. I can't remember the entire list, but they were, I would say it's like a medium level DIY project. Like this isn't gonna be a quickie, cheapy Dollar Tree deal, but it's not like a super over the top difficult project either. If you are looking for some high quality spooky Halloween decorations that don't look cheap and don't look cheesy, I cannot recommend this project enough. They look so real. I still can't believe how well these turned out, and I am excited to make some more again this year. And to finish my top 5 countdown, number 5 is our massive spooky scarecrow. We've had this for a few years now. I think we actually built it the first year we moved into this house. Again, this obviously isn't a cheap, quickie Dollar Tree DIY. This is gonna be a little bit more for the advanced Halloween crafters. But again, like compared to other large scale yard decorations, this is super budget friendly and I think looks better than any animatronic or thing that you can buy at the store. The base of this scarecrow is just 2 large pieces of wood, probably like 2x6s, I think. And every year we use a combination of pantyhose stuffed with hay or straw, and then zip ties, and we got some clothes for him at the Goodwill, got some old garden gloves. However, I've already been brainstorming. I want to come up with an alternative to stuffing him with hay every single year. Although I think that looks really good, like spilling out of him. It is kind of high maintenance to do that every single year. I kind of want something a little bit quicker. I also like to put corn stalks on the back of him because I think that gives kind of an even more fall spooky vibe. He definitely reminds me of the Pumpkin King scarecrow that you see in the first scene of Nightmare Before Christmas. Again, I just think this is one of those projects that makes such an impact. It'll blow all of your neighbors' decorations out of the water. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for my top 5 Halloween DIY projects and decorations that I have done. Hopefully I was able to give you guys some ideas, get some creative juices flowing. I already have a few different things that I am looking forward to starting working on now that spooky season is about to begin officially. Let me know down below in the comments if you are gonna try out any of these projects, or even if it's something completely different that I didn't talk about here. I'd love to hear what Halloween crafts you guys are working on. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or gave you ideas. Hit the subscribe button down below for more home decor related content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!